On one side, we have Little Boy, the atomic bomb that devastated Hiroshima, and one of its possible victims. On the other side, there's Hinata Hyuga. But was the character really inspired by that image? I'm Plus Boy, and welcome to the Mantastic World. Let's start by providing some context, talking first about the bomb and then about Hinata. The Hiroshima bomb. The atomic bomb dropped on Hiroshima was one of the most tragic and significant events in human history. It marked the first use of a nuclear weapon against a civilian population, resulting in unprecedented death, destruction, and suffering. The attack occurred on August 6, 1945, at 8:15 a.m. during World War II. The United States, engaged in war with Japan since 1941, decided to use the atomic bomb to force Japan's surrender and prevent a land invasion that could lead to thousands of Allied casualties. The atomic bomb, known as Little Boy, was dropped from the B-29 Enola Gay airplane, detonating about 600 meters above the city of Hiroshima. The bomb contained uranium-235 and measured around 3 meters in length, weighing 4 tons. Upon detonation, it released energy equivalent to 15,000 tons of TNT, creating a fireball and shockwave that devastated the city. Around 140,000 people died as a result of the attack, with 86% of those within 1 kilometer of the epicenter dying instantly. The explosion also caused intense radiation, leading to burns, cancer, genetic mutations, and other health issues among survivors. Moreover, contaminated black rain fell on the city, polluting water and soil. Now let's move on to something related to Hiroshima, the alleged real-life inspiration for Hinata, the blind girl of Hiroshima. She is one of the most famous victims of the U.S. atomic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki in 1945. The blind girl of Hiroshima is a photograph taken by Swedish photographer Krister Stromholm in 1961 or 1963 during his visit to Japan. The photograph depicts the face of a young woman with pale eyes, resembling Hinata, who is said to have been blinded by the bomb's radiation. The photograph is titled The Eyes That Saw an Atomic Bomb and is one of Stromholm's best-known works. You might be thinking, if this image isn't fake, the character is clearly inspired by it. But it's not that simple. The title of the photograph might be misleading, as it's unclear whether the woman was actually present during the bombing or was born later to survivors exposed to radiation. She appears too young to have witnessed the explosion firsthand. The official caption on Stromholm's website simply identifies her as the blind girl. It's possible her blindness was caused by a congenital disorder or another condition affecting eye color rather than the bomb itself. As for whether Masashi Kishimoto fell for this false image, well, let's explore that. We'll start by looking at Hinata's initial sketch. It might shed some light. Original version of Hinata. According to the series creator Masashi Kishimoto, he initially drew a sketch of Hinata that was quite different from the final design. In this sketch, Hinata wasn't a ninja but rather wore a fashionable dress. Kishimoto stated he created this drawing for fun, wanting Hinata to have a different personality. However, he significantly changed Hinata's design, turning her into a modern ninja girl. She also wore a hair ribbon and necklace, and had a much more confident and smiling expression than the final version. Here, there's no indication or reference to the Hiroshima incident. Hey, just for this unusual tidbit, I deserve a like, don't I? Leave your like for more videos about Naruto and atomic bombs. These two topics are quite different, but both intriguing. As you can see from the conception, those distinctive white eyes were already there. But was it an inspiration or not? The creation of Hinata Hyuga was inspired by a female character from the author's previous manga, Karen, described as shy and kind. The author, Masashi Kishimoto, also mentioned that Hinata's personality was inspired by his wife. As for the bomb, there's no direct evidence that Hinata was inspired by Krister Stromholm's photograph or the blind girl of Hiroshima. In fact, Hinata was introduced in the series in 1999 before the photograph became widely known. The photograph was only published in a book in 2001 and auctioned in 2019. However, many point to a resemblance between the character and the girl in the photo, suggesting potential inspiration on Kishimoto's part. I must admit, I was extremely surprised to discover that the image of the Hiroshima girl was somewhat false, and to find that there's no concrete evidence linking Hinata to the photo. Nothing confirmed, at least. Was it inspiration, or was it a massive coincidence? Well, we don't know, but at least we could gather some interesting information from this video. If you want more Naruto-related content, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Seriously. Well, that was the video, and now you know more.